Yes. Just like with Mr. Aventurine back then. Nihility infected the dreamscape the moment you drew your blade. Thankfully, this is the world within the dreamscape. Constance took all the knot on herself and burnt it away completely. Perhaps she won't be able to fully recover for a long time. I'm very sorry. Don't be. She's got other pressing matters right now. That's why she asked me to meet you. She really wants to thank you. She's betrayed too many people, facing death threats from Avengers at every moment. She used to delight in dancing with death. But at the moment she burned away the nihility, she said she was blooming. She said that, for the first time, she felt the joy of being alive. Come to think of it, people all believe that the Dahlia's floriography means betrayal. But on the planet where it was first discovered, the locals saw it as a symbol of life and prosperity.
You arrogant gambler. I've already seen through your tricks.
Oh, do tell me what you figured out.
When sailing through storms, drunkards always beg for mercy from destiny.
So?
So, they all died. Destiny loves to watch them crash onto the reefs. A fool deserves a fool's end.
I feel like I need to read between the lines here, Professor. But you know I'm not that well read.
You're not lucky at all. You chose to forever remain sober, never becoming a drunkard.
Let's make an actual bet then. It's the perfect day for a few drinks. Once I'm actually drunk, you'll see just how wrong you are. But I don't even care about the outcome. In this world, what could be more precious than possibilities?
Creating a brand new path. That's truly astonishing. You must have some ideas as his sister, right? If he really managed to do it, what kind of path would that be?
I think it must have been a battle between different kinds of the Trailblaze. However, my brother came to the wrong conclusion. His original aspiration was similar to the Trailblaze, yet the road he walked was one named the Domination, or the Conquest. Even if someone wishes for everyone's happiness, that's still a selfish wish. There will always be those who don't want to be saved, who want to save themselves.
Do you also think that there shouldn't be any God in this world?
No. Even a god who does nothing can at least give people something to believe in and find comfort in. But this world definitely no longer needs a king of humankind. That's why I believe my brother will come to understand all of this one day as well. He made mistakes, but he was stopped. I don't want him to spend the rest of his life in prison. I want him to also have a chance to save himself.
No wonder you came looking for me.
Yes. I want to make a deal with you. And after that, we'll talk about what position Penacony will hold before the IPC.
So, you still don't want me to join?
That's Elio's decision.
He saw my future?
In all possible futures where you join the Stellaround Hunters, you will ultimately choose betrayal. You shall become a Lord Ravager named Ephemera, poised to destroy the Remembrance. Those were Elio's exact words, and your payment.
Payment?
After everything is over, we want you to burn some of her memories.
May I know why?
She can't head to the next stop with these memories. It would draw the Destruction's attention to her too early, and she'd die there.
I can do that. But I'll give the memories back to her sooner or later. In my own way. Whether you try to stop me or not.
No one will stop you. It is already written in the script. It will be a new beginning. The 4 apocalypses will converge towards the destruction because of it, while the cosmos will join hands to overcome that annihilation.
But where's Firefly? I haven't seen her anywhere.
How did you know I was here? Sorry. I wasn't trying to avoid you. But I have my own reasons. Can you just let me stay here by myself? How did you know about the promise? I never mentioned it. Maybe it's not just mysterious, but also gentle. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I wrote down everything I wanted to do in my journal before coming here. I'm staying here because I want to fulfill the last wish written in it. I've been quietly following you and watching you from afar for a while, but I still didn't want to disturb you. I hope your dreams begin with a smile and end with one too. To see the fireworks, of course. I heard there's this huge airship in Penacony where you can get an absolutely photo-worthy view of the fireworks.
So? Let's go watch the fireworks.
It really is the perfect spot. You've got great taste. Either way, thank you. Looks like it hasn't started yet. Let's sit for a while. wonder whether everyone feels speechless at times like this. Maybe it's neither. There's a saying that I always liked. When it comes to someone we want to meet, we always imagine the scene before it happens. Imagine the words we'll say that would make them smile. Slowly but surely, all the things we want to say would have already been said before we even met the person. And when we finally meet again, we realize they're even more beautiful than anything we could have imagined. Yet, at that moment, we find ourselves at a loss for words to express just how amazing they really are. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Elio told me that it would lead to a terrible future. If I say even a few words more, you'll die at the next stop. All I can tell you is why our paths crossed again. Long ago, you promised me that if I could dream, then you would make it a beautiful daydream. What matters isn't how they've changed, but that you still hold those same genuine feelings for them. I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, I still haven't experienced one of the 3 deaths written in the script. I only realized it after Anna's dream dissipated. I've made a mistake. Being sent to the Dream Flux Reef by death could hardly be called a death at all. That would have been way too easy. As for the true 3 deaths, the first one, I have known its true form for a long time. I can't dream. After I woke up, I would never dream again. In other words, the me that exists in this dream would completely cease to exist. The second time, I was killed by the swarm disaster. I activated my true power and came back from death. But that power would inevitably lead me to the 3rd death. My symptoms would accelerate uncontrollably until I die of entropy loss. The dreamscape had already started merging with reality when we arrived in Penacony. I thought I was dreaming, but I was actually also living in waking reality. It was causing my entropy loss syndrome to worsen. But don't worry, I asked Silver Wolf about it, and she said things won't get that serious in real life. Let's not talk about this anymore. I just don't want to see you looking sad. This is our most beautiful daydream, and we should see it through with smiles on our faces. After all, we never know when we will use up all the moments we have with someone across all space and time. Hey, could you close your eyes? If this is my only chance to dream, then I want you to see the best version of me. As we near the end, let me indulge in a bit of perfectionism. Just like what I used to do. Let's close our eyes and imagine ourselves being together. Even if you can't see me, you'll still know that we've never been far apart. I won't. I promise to stay as long as I can. Let me think. Where should we start? Right. We should start where everything began, of course. Right at that golden hour. When you came to save me. That being said, we could also pretend we're strangers who just happened to meet there. Me, I'm a student traveling to the golden hour, and it'd be nice if I had a bit more pocket money. Oh, and when I show up there, I should dress up a little fancier. And you're a student too, but you came here from a really, really distant planet, completely unfamiliar with your surroundings. Then, a bunch of mean-looking thugs jumped out, trying to pick on you. When that happens, I'll step up to the plate. Yeah. Let me be the one to save you this time. No worries. That's exactly what I'm going to do. The result doesn't matter. And even the process isn't important. What matters is how we take part in this journey and how we choose to view it. So, grant me one more wish. Remember how I held you and flew into the sky when we fought against Enna's dream? Back then, I wasn't sure if I would ever wake up again, but I was happy. We were standing shoulder to shoulder once again, fighting against things that we believed were wrong, and we'd do anything for each other. Still, I have a tiny, selfish wish. I know you won't forget this moment, but when you look back on it, I want it to feel lighter. Maybe there were no enemies at all. It was all just a prank. And when I carried you up into the heavens, what we saw there wasn't the terrifying swarm, but rather the fireworks that I never got to see.
Firefly?
Elio said we're destined to head to different finalities, that we can't have a future. That's why you told me that you'll give me a daydream more beautiful than any ending could ever be. I'm looking forward to it. But can we really not step over the ending together? I'm not scared of death, but please don't let me die alone. They say you're destined to bring about the finality. But I believe you'll be there. You definitely will. Only you can know it. And only you can decide. This cosmos certainly doesn't exist solely for you, nor does it flow only under your gaze, but it's forever waiting for you to save it.
Even so, I'll still be the last thing you forget.
Fireworks.
No. While she might still be able to see it, the result doesn't matter. And even the process isn't important. What matters is how we take part in this journey, and how we choose to view it. I'll do everything I promised you. Am I still one step too late? Why? But Firefly can't see it anymore. No. It's not beyond saving. I can change the course of destiny and make up for what's missing. If the world has set an endpoint for our destiny, then at the very least, it owes Firefly the bouquet she wanted.
You see, everything is possible in this land of the dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Whether the outcome was sweet and dreamlike or bitter and real, it is still the answer we longed for. So, why do people choose to sleep? I think it's as you said.
So
So when tomorrow comes, we'll wake from our dreams, smiling. I didn't think that black drink would taste so good, and really energizing too. If only I could get a cup when I'm pulling those all-nighters. Judging from its appearance, I thought it'd be unpalatable. The wonders of the universe are endless. Yes, coffee! I think it's pretty tasty, but according to Himiko, everyone on the Express doesn't really appreciate that drink. Himiko gave me a big handful of coffee beans when she saw how much I liked it, and then she gave me a coffee machine. It's a bit embarrassing. Next time I visit the Express, I'll definitely bring her some Bellabog specialties in return.
have something for you. Be careful. Combat is a series of precise machinations. Time for a detailed overhaul. It won't be so easy next time. One at a time! Come one, come all. Barely felt it. You've got a lot of nerve. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception. You won't get away! I was just getting started. Did you miss me? Much obliged. Burn away! One step closer to the stars. This is also the reward of trailblazing. Oh, how nice. What a pleasant surprise. Sometimes you gotta do things yourself. No help required. Practice target? Fancy a coffee? Welcome aboard. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. I'm sure we're about to embark on a fascinating journey together. Hey there. Tired? How about a coffee? Relax. Pom Pom and I are here to take care of the train. The Express and I are like old friends. We've helped each other a lot. I fixed it so that it could get back to its original route. And in return, it takes me to unknown frontiers. As far as malfunctions on the train are concerned, I've usually dealt with them before you guys even realize anything's amiss. I'm speculating, but I think the Express departs from Achivedi's homeworld and returns there before starting the journey anew. So the Express doesn't have a final stop per se. It's up to you where you disembark. I have a knack for blending different coffee beans. Can I make you a cup? I recommend not adding milk. Black coffee is proper coffee. Seems like only Don Hung has a kind word for my coffee. What do you think? Well, I've always thought that bitter is better. When people live together, it seems like nobody ever changes. Only when they're away from each other for a long time do surprising transformations occur. When we scour the universe for the things we seek, most of the time it's less of a "Eureka, I found it" moment and more of a "Is this it? What if I'm wrong" moment. If I woke up on the Express without any memories, there's no way I'd recover as quickly as March has. I admire her for that, but I also worry about her. If I'm ever too busy, please do take the time to chat with her. March has a sort of miraculous power. Wherever she goes, all things dark and gloomy will be covered by her bright, lively, and unique color. I believe that her past will also eventually become a part of her, walking with her towards her future. Don Hung is the cautious type. I think he's gotten used to doing things by himself. He doesn't like to bother or inconvenience others. That's why I asked him to be the train's guard and maintain the databank. I don't think he'd have joined us if there wasn't anything for him to do. I think Welt's anxious that he can't keep up with you youngsters. But he sure seems young at heart to me. To Pom Pom, I'll always be the train's mechanic. He's not so uptight nowadays. I think you and March helped him understand that relying on others sometimes really isn't a big deal. The Express has welcomed countless passengers with different personalities. They all have their own destinations and purposes, but this doesn't stop them from sharing a wonderful journey with the Express. I hope he can also reach his desired destination. I wander among the stars, and she swims in the sea of knowledge. Our journeys do not intersect much, but we are both trailblazing the boundaries of the unknown. I believe that he will eventually overcome the obstacle named the past. The stars are infinite, and countless possibilities await him in the future. The Express's path bridges the stars, as if it were a string of shimmering pearls. With countless marvelous sights to be seen, I couldn't possibly consider stopping here. Our final stop can never truly be reached. The human thirst for discovery is truly boundless. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. Make sure to keep yourself safe this time, March. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll be right behind you with all the support you need, Dan Heng. I'll be right behind you with all the support you need, Dan Heng. Be fearless. See, Welt? I told you we'd have lots of chances to shine. Take your time. There's a long road ahead of us. I've brought some interesting collections with me. We can chat more about them later. We're all by your side. So go ahead and fight however you want. The Express will always have your back, Dan Heng.
Hi, I'm Welt Yang. If there's something you need help with, you can come find me anytime. Still half asleep? Don't force yourself. You should get some more rest. Can't sleep? I understand. Inspiration always comes knocking in the small hours. It's hard to ignore, right? I was an animator for 8 years. My life was pretty routine. I guess it was a little dull compared with adventuring, but work is a very worthwhile thing. It brings dreams to life. It's a long story, and it involves a lot of people and incidents that everyone would like to forget about. Best not to talk about it. In essence, I got lost in the universe, but was fortunate enough to come across Himiko driving the Express. Oh, there's a lot to say there. They only aired that series on my home world. I don't know if there's anywhere else in the universe that'd have it. I can use my mimicry power to show you a few episodes, but I can't guarantee the resolution. Researching history and producing animations. I'd say they go hand in hand. You know, you remind me of the main character in a cartoon or something. You seem to attract companions out of thin air. I hope you don't mind me saying that. It's just, it seems like my own chances of going on an adventure have plummeted again. My home was corroded by a force known as Honkai, but that hasn't stopped it from being a warm and beautiful world. Do you know how the followers of Klapoth the Preservation became the Interastral Peace Corporation? The Eon wanted to build a wall, and humanity started searching for building materials so they could follow in Klapoth's footsteps. It's pretty funny when you think about it. March is curious about everything, and she's always getting me to do combat poses. She thinks I pull them off pretty well, apparently. You think so too?
Since experiencing this trip, or perhaps much earlier, March has become a mature Nameless. We needn't treat her like a helpless child anymore.
He's safe. I know he has his doubts, but he's one of the crew now. Himiko and I won't let anyone harm him. Himiko's the kind of person that gives off her own light. Even though we're traveling across the train's old route, you can see Himiko's dreams flashing before her eyes when you look at her. It's almost as if she's been on the train from the very beginning, always moving starward. Pom-Pom's always there to lend a helping hand, but I'd refrain from teasing them if I were you. The last person that did that.
There is a quote I like very much that I would like to share with him. The galaxy is vast beyond compare, containing an infinite number of possibilities. An individual's fate shouldn't be limited to a single path ordained by heaven. Having an ideal and pursuing it is not rare, but being able to start anew after that ideal is shattered, this kind of willpower will carry him far. In the face of the seemingly unstoppable tide of destiny, we always have the freedom to resist. She must have fought an extremely tragic but heroic battle against herself. The world is full of extraordinary complexity. Normally, researchers are only able to glean truth after dissecting the universe into categories, yet she revealed the essence of all things in such a miraculous way. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would never have believed it. Growth might look like just taking one step forward, but it can only be completed after finishing a long journey. I am relieved to see how much more determined the light in his eyes has become. New adventures, new friends. Great, isn't it? The passion of yesteryear isn't all that returned. In the immense sea of stars, we too will leave our mark. After spending so much time with everyone, I feel like I'm starting to age backwards. As the protagonist of your own story, it's up to you to overcome and forge ahead. I don't often get the chance to fight alongside of you, Himiko. It's time to show everyone what we can do. Having you here gives me peace of mind, Danheng. Still, best not to push yourself too hard. Having you here gives me peace of mind, Danheng. Youthful energy is a good thing, but I'd appreciate a heads up before you make any moves, March. There are both dangers and opportunities during interstellar travel. This is what companions are for. Seems like you have quite a few ideas about this fight. No need to hesitate. I believe this is far from the limit of your power. Seems you need to experience some hardship. Stay calm. Leave the rest to me. You can still walk away. Better make a choice. Stand down. Calm your body and mind. I won't go easy on you. I'm fine. That won't stop me. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. I'll leave the rest to you. I can't relax just yet. Timely treatment. Stay. The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Interesting. This will definitely come in handy. Oh, you don't see these every day. Well figured out. Now that's talent. Enemy ahead. No harm in trying. The next destination? Up to you.